There we go. And if you'd like to take a comfortable seat on your mat or your practice space for this morning. Great. So find a comfortable seat. If it's comfortable for you, you can close the eyes. Take your hands palm down on your knees, and then from the knees, drag your elbows back towards the sides of your waist so that your hands might slide up your thighs a little bit. Take a deep breath in and a deeper breath out. This time as you inhale, breathe in, bring your shoulders forward and up towards your ears. And as you exhale, back and down, your shoulders soften and float. One more time, inhale, shoulders forward and up. Exhale, back and down. And then hold here and breathe. Soften the belly. Soften the volume of the chest, the throat. See how effortless and how even you can make this breath. You can allow this breath. Notice if there's anywhere in your body that you're holding excess tension. And with your mind's eye, with your imagination, with your intention, focus your breath in this space. You might feel an exaggerated expansion and contraction as you breathe, physically or in your mind's eye. And when that feels like it's beginning to release, beginning to soften, take a moment and see, is there another place in your body that you would like to send energy? That you would like to send your breath, and begin to focus there. Two more breaths. Last breath. And now once more, as you inhale, bring your shoulders forward and up. And exhale, bring them back and down. Take your hands to your heart space, one on top of the other. And if there's anyone or anything that you would like to dedicate your practice to today, feel free to isolate that, to create an intention around that. And if you are dedicating your practice to someone today, or even something, I invite you to say that either in your mind clearly or out loud. William. Holding here, breathing. When you're ready, gently float the eyes open, hands come down to either side of the hips. And then keep the right hand grounded. Inhale, left arm up overhead. Find a side body stretch. So really anchoring down in the left hip bone as you stretch to the right. Maybe you gaze up underneath the top arm. And then on your next inhale, reach up and let's switch sides. So left hand down gently, right arm up, and then side bend. Anchoring deeply into the right hip bone. And then separating, really stretching through each side rib. Reaching, reaching, reaching to your left. And let's do it once more each side before we begin to add on. So right arm down, left arm up. And then switching sides, inhale through center. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. And then let's take this again to the other side. Right hand down, left arm up. Inhale. This time as you exhale, take the hand forward and down and we'll swap this way. Left hand down, right arm comes forward and up. Exhale, reaching forward and down, swap sides. Left arm, inhale, back and up. Take this as fast or as slow as you like, using your whole body to inhale and exhale the breath. Really stretching through the side ribs, and as you come down, you're curling the spine, gazing inwards, relaxing the head and neck, and then naturally allowing the head to come to the side. One more each side, and we'll build on swapping sides. This time, as you inhale, reach to the side and up. Reach up, come through center, both hands up. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, stretch through the ribs. And then swap again, forward, right hand down, left arm reaches to the side. Exhale, inhale through center. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, reach. And then once more, exhale, swap sides, forward and down. Inhale, reach. And then let's take this through to the other side. So exhale, left arm comes to the side. Inhale, right arm forward and down. And then reaching up through center. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm reaches. And then come through center. Inhale. Left arm down, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, right arm down, left arm reaches. And then let's take this forward and down. Left arm down. Inhale, right arm up, reach up. Exhale, right arm down, reaching to the side, forward and around. Last time, reach up, inhale, and exhale, forward and around. And then coming through center, pause. Exhale, hands back to heart. Feeling back into your intention, your dedication for today's practice. Breathing that in. Take one last sip of air. And then as you exhale, right hand, hands behind the hips, take the soles of the feet to the mat. Inhale, hips up, head back, look back. As you exhale, float the hips down across the shins and come onto all fours, but lift the knees and bring the hips up. So we're coming into kind of a bear pose today. Inhale, come forward, shoulders over wrists. As you exhale, bend the knees deeply. Sink the hips back and up. Then we'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, hips back and up. Last time, inhale. And exhale. And then let's take this in reverse. Inhale, knees down, shoulders forward. Exhale, kick it back. Inhale, knees down, shoulders forward. Exhale, hips back. Last time, inhale, knees down, shoulders forward. As you exhale, hips back, bend the knees deeply and begin to pedal the feet until they start to move forward, but really take your time, almost as if you are peeling the feet off of the mat each time. Keep that very, very deep bend in the knees. I'll meet you at the front of your mat. Maybe you drape the torso over the thighs, 2 fists between your big toes, and then option here to grab onto the elbows as you begin to sway side to side. Let the jaw be soft, the head be heavy. Maybe you shake the head yes or no, or get curious and explore the ways that your head can hang effortlessly in movement. Dropping the elbows, coming to center. As you inhale, tuck the tailbone, bend the knees deeper, and roll yourself up 1 vertebrae at a time. Shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Gazing forward. Bring your arms up overhead. Inhale. And as you exhale once more, hands to heart center. Breathing. We'll take this through a little bit of a windmill, but I invite you to listen to your body and move at the pace your body would like to move this morning. So as you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, breathe in, and breathe into any spaces of tension, whether in your thoughts, whether in your body, any feelings of overwhelm in your thoughts or your body. Hold on to that. Bring your hands into fists. Open up the front line of your body. And as you exhale, you're going to bend the knees, hinge forward, and release that behind you. Inhale, swing forward and up, connect to any tension and that feeling of overwhelm. And then as you exhale, hinge and throw. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, connect fists. Exhale, throw behind you. Keep going back and forth, going at your own pace, breathing, using your whole body and taking up space as you expand, and then space as you exhale. And let this be as quick or as fast as you want. If you notice that this is a little challenging for your body, you can use just your arms. Breathing in, reaching up, and then exhaling, throwing behind you. Keep the knees bent and soft wherever you are. Releasing back behind you any struggle, using your breath. And then if you'd like to add in any vibration on the breath, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. You can make that breath, that vibration as loud as you want, as quiet as you want, as explosive as feels appropriate for your body. 2 more breaths. And then stopping here, reaching up. Reach, 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 explode through the sides of your bodies, expanding the ribs. Exhaling, bring your hands back to your heart. And this time as your hands come back to the heart, you do have the option to close your eyes, but see if you can connect to that sensation of your hands meeting your body. And then allow that connection to give the elbows and the shoulders permission to soften. Permission to relax in the shoulder girdle, to hang from the body. Gently opening the eyes, we'll move into our Y exercise. Taking a step forward with the right foot, bring the arms up, palms facing you, and say clearly in your mind or out loud, why? And then step back. Left foot steps forward this time, why? And then stepping back. Continue at your own pace and know that this exercise is more about the expression of not knowing, the expression of why. And this can be a question, this can be a query, this can be even shared in anger if that's what you're feeling today, sadness, supplication, whatever's coming through you in this moment, why? And stepping back. You can make this lunge bigger or smaller. Wherever you're feeling that connection to unknown, stepping forward, perhaps in frustration, and allowing. And curiosity, why? And stepping back. Why? We'll do this 2 more each side. Why? Why? Last time. Why? Come back, take your hands to your heart, find that sensation of plugging in, soften the knees, and breathe into your hands. Begin to connect to the thought or sensation of if only, or should have. And imagine in front of you a weed sprouting, embodying this if only, if should have. And this can be the feeling of if only, or you might want to finish that sentence. Something might come up for you to complete that sentence. And let this weed embody that. You can keep the eyes closed or gently open them. And as you inhale, imagine grabbing a hold of the weed in front of you. And this weed that represents that thought. As you exhale, throw the weed, that thought, over your head behind you, releasing it completely. With the other hand, you'll swap out. As you inhale, grab a hold of another weed in front of you, connecting to that thought, what if only. As you exhale, pulling that weed up, throw it over your head, release it, and let it go behind you. And then bring your hand forward, switching hands. Keep moving back and forth, inhaling as you grab the weed in front of you with one hand, connecting to whatever regret, whatever thought, whatever if only you're holding on to, even if it's just the energy of that. Any should haves, any what ifs, switch back and forth, keep going. Take your time though. Acknowledge it and then throw it away above your head and let it go. If it resonates with you, you can focus this practice on yourself or someone else. If only you would have. What if you would have? Just connect to that energy and then commit to pulling that up and throwing it behind you. Inhaling as you bring the hand forward and exhaling as you throw it behind you. Reaching forward. And see how specific you can get with that tactile sense as you reach forward and you curl your fingers around this weed. Can you feel it as you pull it up and throw it, releasing it completely? We'll go for 2 more breaths, one each side. But if you feel connected to this exercise and would like to continue, you are absolutely encouraged to do so. Last time. Take both hands to your heart and then slide your hands until you are hugging yourself. One hand on your shoulder, the other hand under your arm. Continue standing. I'm kneeling so you can see me if you need to. And just like plugging into our heart space, see if you can plug the hands into the body here to give the shoulders and arms permission to relax. Feel the sensation of you holding yourself. And if you'd like to bring in a gentle swaying side to side, you're more than welcome to do so. Beginning to feel and bring your attention to the expansion of your body as you breathe in. Maybe you can feel that underneath your hands as they move gently away from each other on your inhales. Keeping the eyes closed if they are closed already. And if you'd like to slide your hands down into a cradling action, you can do so here. Maybe holding one elbow with your arm resting on top, beginning to exaggerate this swaying side to side. For these next two exercises, you do have the option to have a seat on your mat, or if it feels good to stay standing, you can do this standing as well. So shifting into stillness, take your hands to your heart center, but this time palm to palm in Anjali Mudra, prayer. As you inhale, lift your arms up over your head. And as you exhale, sweep them back down by your sides. Inhale, palms coming together, back to your heart space, opening up towards the sky once more. And then around you and back to your heart as you exhale. Continue at your own pace, breathing in as you reach up. And then exhaling, bringing the hands back down through the heart space. As you flow, gently whispering clearly in your mind or out loud, thank you. Allow the movements to embody grace and love and devotion, connecting into whatever your intention is for today, whatever your dedication is for today, breathing in, thank you. And if it feels appropriate for you today, you can get specific. Thank you for. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for loving me. This can be as honest as you need it to be. Thank you for sadness, for allowing me to soften. Thank you for grief, for healing my heart. Thank you, Spirit, for helping me experience the gift of life. Breathing in, thank you. We'll take 2 more breaths. Take your time. Last breath. Take your hands back to heart center, or continue if that feels right. And place your hands one on top of the other on top of the heart. In this next exercise, another flowing meditation, you can connect to loving memories or any fear, tension, doubt, whatever is coming up for you today and asking to be released. So bring your right hand out to the side. And as you gracefully let it flow over your shoulder behind you, connect to that mantra, help me. And again, you can say this in your mind clearly, or I encourage you to say it out loud if that feels right. Help me. You can think, help me to let go of this tension. Help me to forgive resentments. Help me to move forward. Or even help me to move toward the light. You might experience, as your thoughts form, more specific thoughts. Help me. I invite you to connect to these thoughts, bringing them up, asking for support, and letting it flow over your shoulder behind you. Now, as you flow, I invite you to connect to things in your life that fill your heart, whether it's people or experiences, pets or loving memories. Just hold that love. And keep bringing forth this energy, scooping this energy up now with your hand. Thinking of the emotional energy of the things that really fill your heart. Breathing. And when this feels complete, you can, again, please take your time, but when this feels complete, release your hands down to your sides, palms forward, shoulders back, and breathe deeply. In your mind, clearly or out loud, you can repeat. I see my grief. I witness my grief. I see my healing. I witness my healing. I see my love. I witness my love. Let's all meet on our mat. If your knees are feeling sensitive, you can pull a blanket underneath your knees. But place your big toes together, your knees in to touch, potentially a blanket underneath them. We'll come down into child's pose with knees together. So walk your hands forward, chest comes down over the thighs, forehead down to the mat. And then hands can be either in prayer, reaching out long, fingertips reaching towards the front of your mat, or if it's comfortable for you, you can flip the hands, palms up in a gesture of surrender and offering, folding the elbows underneath, reaching long. As you inhale, bring your attention to the back line of the body. See if from tailbone to the base of the skull, you can expand the entire back of the body with your breath. You may want to roll your forehead until the juncture of your hairline and the skin of your forehead make contact with the mat, lengthening the back of the neck. And then if it feels right in your body, maybe you start to roll your forehead side to side. You can let the body get involved here as well. Maybe your hips come side to side as well. Letting your inhale or exhale take the whole time of movement from one side to the other, breathing in and breathing out. You can continue this gentle rocking side to side, or for the next minute or so, come back to center and stillness, whatever your body is asking for today. If it's in your practice to have box breath or 4-count breath, feel free to engage that here. 4-count breath is the inhaling for 4 and then exhaling for 4. And box breath is inhaling for 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 4, holding for 4. So whatever feels right for you here. One more breath. On your next inhale, take your palms to the mat and begin to roll yourself up to sit. Shoulders come forward, up, back and down. Hands come to heart center. Breathe into your hands, but soften the belly enough that the belly expands with the heart. And now let's transition to Sphinx pose. So gently opening the eyes, we'll meet on our bellies. So crawling yourself forward. Take your forearms to the mat, elbows underneath the shoulders, and then middle fingers pointed forward. Once more, shoulders forward, up, back, and down, spreading the collarbones open. Soften the belly. And if you'd like to make this a little more active, you can imagine that you're pulling your elbows towards the bottom of your rib cage or your hips, so that the heart is moving towards the thumbs, but the shoulders are moving back and down. Lengthen tall through the back of the neck. And use your breath to expand the bottom of the ribs so the stomach is on the mat. And then just the edge of the bottom of the ribs, perhaps, is grazing the mat as well. If you're finding any excess compression or discomfort in the lower back, you can gently tuck the tailbone and see if that helps. Keep the glutes soft. And once more, if you have that practice of 4-count breath or box breath, feel free to engage that here. Three more breaths. Last breath. Bend the right knee and pull the knee up to hip height. Come on to the hand of the right arm, so lift the elbow, and then take the left arm underneath the right arm. We're going to roll onto our back. The right shoulder will come down. Left hand can come to the top knee. Right arm will reach out long behind you into our supine twist. If you like, you can bring your gaze over the right shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Expand through the side ribs, the back body, the chest, the collarbones. Take one last sip in. And as you exhale, relax completely onto your mat. We'll be here for a couple breaths, a couple minutes, actually, I should say. So almost as if each exhale can bring deeper relaxation, use your breath to deepen this pose. Bringing in the exercise from the beginning of class. Notice if there are any places in your body holding tension. And with your attention, see if you can send your breath to these places. Send your awareness to these places. Creating more softening, more relaxation, more flow. Three more breaths. Preparing to move, we'll exit the way that we entered. So rolling to the right, you're going to come back onto the belly. Right forearm down, lengthen the leg, and come back into Sphinx, unthreading your left arm. Take one breath here in Sphinx, opening the heart forward, the shoulders back, lifting from the elbows, giving spaciousness to the ears. And then transitioning to the other side, bend the left knee, bring it up to hip height. Come off of the left elbow and thread the right arm underneath, rolling onto your back. Keep the left knee high. Right hand can come to the top leg. Left arm reaches out long behind you. And you can bring that chin over the left shoulder. Take a big breath in and let this breath expand your side ribs, your collarbones, your throat, your chest. And as you exhale, relaxing completely. Allowing each exhale to soften you deeper into this pose. Almost as if you were becoming heavier and heavier, surrendering more of your weight to the support of the ground beneath you. Bringing your attention to any places in your body asking for release or softening. And allow your awareness to create ease in these places. Sending your breath to softly massage these places from the inside. Three more breaths. This time to exit as we prepare. Bring your head back to center. We'll meet on our backs. Bring your knees into the chest as you roll gently onto both hips. Take your hands to your knees or your shins and pull your legs into your body gently. And if you like, you can rock side to side, massaging the sacral plate, the lower back, maybe the tops of the glutes. And coming to stillness, squeeze your legs in one last time, pulling them in tightly to the body, tightly to the rib cage. Exhale. And then inhale, releasing out into our final resting pose. Lengthen the legs out long. If you'd like, you can take a pillow under the knees or a blanket over the hips or body. Perhaps you fold your shoulder blades one at a time underneath you, palms up and away from the hips. And then let this last breath, this next breath, be the largest, most satisfying and nourishing breath you've experienced all today, filling up the abdomen, the ribs, the lungs, the chest, the collarbones, taking one last sip in when you feel like you've had enough. And then exhaling through an open mouth, releasing completely. And we'll be in our final resting pose for a couple minutes in silence, knowing that there's nothing being asked of you in this pose. And when we are complete, I will guide us out. Take a deep breath in, bending your knees, soles of the feet to the mat as you reach your arms up overhead, rolling onto your right side and allowing your arm to cushion your head. Take a moment here to feel the weight and the gravity of your body being supported by your mat, by the earth, by the ground beneath you. As you exhale, feel just a little bit more weight being offered to the ground. A little bit more gravity pooling on the right side of your body. Keeping your eyes closed, press yourself up to a comfortable seat, hands over the heart space, one on top of the other. Soften the belly. Let the hands plug in so the shoulders and the elbows can hang. Bring back to mind your intention and your dedication for today's class. With your hands over your heart space, feel the loving compassion and gratitude that your practice has generated. Breathing in, feel the chest, the body underneath the hands expand, gain strength, press up and out. Sip in one last breath of air. And as you exhale, feel your hands pressing gently into the body, supporting and holding. In your mind, clearly or out loud, I witness my grief. I see my healing. I witness my love. Take a deep breath in. Feel the body, the hip flexors, the abdomen soften on the exhale. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. And thank you so much to Hospice Slow and Bob for allowing this to happen. Thank you, everyone who has come to share your practice and your energy. Have such a beautiful day.